Okay, so what are you reading right now? So, how is this book?
Good.
Isn't that such a boy answer? Good. I have been inspired by Candace. Her YouTube channel is called Homeschool on the Hill, and I just love that girl. She is awesome. She inspired me from the very beginning of homeschooling. And she continues to inspire me and make me laugh, and I just love her. So she does what we're reading for the month, and I thought that would be kind of a cool thing to pick up. I can share what we're reading because I know many of you have the same age kids, and you're always wondering what books my boys like, what books my teen daughter likes, and what are they enjoying. So today will be an update on what we are reading.
Alright.
So for most of our books, I pull them off of the Good and the Beautiful book list and the Good and the Beautiful library. We have the whole library behind me right here, and I need to take a day just to take you through the books. They're absolutely fabulous. Every single one we've read, we've absolutely loved. This is what we do at my house. And when they're done with a book, I say, okay, ready for another book. Let's come to my library. And we come over here, and I usually pick 3 books and place them in front, and then they get a pick from those 3. Do you think I've done a good job picking books for you guys?
Yeah.
A rule in my house is you have to read half of the book. You have to read to the middle of the book before you put it down and say it's not good. And usually by the middle of the book, they're loving it. So they need to give it a fair shot, and most likely after they're in the middle, they're like, okay, Mom, it was really good, and they can't stop reading it. Okay, so this is Asher. Asher, introduce yourself.
I'm Asher.
How old are you?
11.
He's 11. You got to speak up a little bit. He's 11.
I am 11.
I am 11. Aww. Don't worry. It'll get more natural as you do this more. Do you want to be on more videos with me?
Yeah.
So Asher's in 6th grade. He loves reading. He loves books. He says, Asher's told me that he can't stand not having a book to read. He always has to have a book to read.
I've read The Bronze Bow by
Elizabeth George Spear.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us why you liked this book.
Because it was about the time of Jesus, and the main character wanted to defeat the Romans in battle instead of in spiritual.
Okay, so you were taken to the time in history, okay? And we were studying ancient Israel, and this is the reason why I had him read this, because it went along with our historical studies at the time, and did it kind of open up a perspective of what we were studying?
Yeah.
And it was exciting, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting, adventure, awesome. So The Bronze Bow, good for an 11-year-old boy. Okay, next one.
Tom Sawyer.
Okay, so he read Tom Sawyer. My dad is a huge literature novel guy. He loves classic literature. So he really would be so proud of Asher reading Tom Sawyer. Do you think you're going to be reading Huckleberry Finn soon?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check if Tom Sawyer's on the Good and the Beautiful book list. I don't know if it is. But because my dad loves Mark Twain, and I've read Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, so that's why I thought it'd be fun for my boys to read it. So, and what are you reading right now? Do you want to go get that book?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's reading The Lost Kingdom. This is from the Good and the Beautiful library. It's a level 7. He's in 6th grade. I have found that the levels are more kind of the material that they're reading, kind of mature situations. So he is such a good reader, he could read high school level, but because that kind of subject matter is more mature, I keep him and Connor about level 7 to level 8. This is a level 7. What do you think about this book?
It's awesome.
So, The Lost Kingdom. Would you recommend this to other 11-year-old boys?
Yeah.
Okay, is that all? Was there any? I know you read more books.
Yes.
Okay, stop. Okay, Asher, you're good. That was like probably October, the ones he's read in October. Okay, you're good now. Okay, so I have Connor here. All right, Connor's 11, and he is a twin. Connor loves to read too. And Connor, what have you been reading?
Read this book.
Okay, so this is Boy of the Pyramids. It's a level 6 in the Good and the Beautiful library. Tell us why you liked it.
Because it was adventurous and a good book for me.
Well, you told me it was kind of scary.
Yeah, it was kind of
Okay, why was it scary?
Because there's murder.
There was a murder in the book?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't remember?
There's.
All right, so Connor really liked The Boy in the Pyramid. Would you recommend this to 11-year-olds?
Yes.
11-year-old boys. How long did this take you? It's not very big.
It took 2 days.
Yeah. So a quick read, but he liked it. All right, next one.
This book.
Okay, so Connor is about to go be a deacon in our church, and he is going to receive the priesthood. And so in our home, we're preparing him and Asher to receive the priesthood. And I got him this book. It's by John, by the way, Honoring the Priesthood. Did you like this?
Yeah.
Why did you like it?
It taught me what priesthood holders do at my age.
Do you think it prepared you well for what's going to come?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was kind of funny, huh?
Yeah.
Like, he liked the writing of it. So for 11-year-old boys that are going to be getting the priesthood, would you suggest this book?
Yeah.
Okay, so moms, good book to get for your boys. All right, this book, Snow Treasure, by Mary McSwiggan. Okay, this is on the Good and the Beautiful book list. That's where I got this book. I can just spot books that my boys will like. I've gotten pretty good at being like, oh, my boys will like that one. Did you like this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, he really liked it. Why?
Because it was really adventurous and it was kind of like
It was a
do
true
it
story.
or else you will not live kind of thing.
Okay, so it was about choices. This is a story based on an actual happening. Me personally, I love reading historical novels that are based on a true story. So you guys like it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was one of his books. Next one is the one he's currently reading is
Judy or Judy.
I call it Judy. He calls it Judy.
I'd say Judy.
This is from the Good and the Beautiful library, and it's a level 5. So for my boys, I go from 5 up to 7, sometimes an 8. So how is this book?
Good.
Isn't that such a boy answer? Good. Why is it good?
Because Judy is trying to. His mom is sick with a boy or a sister, and Judy has to go get medicine, which is 4 hours away.
In the snow?
Yeah, in the snow.
Okay, so he's going to help his
Alone.
family. Oh my goodness. So, yes, I've noticed my boys love stories about maybe a boy going through the wilderness or having to live in the wilderness or something like that, or navigating something. So when I've picked books for them, 9, 10, 11, I always kind of get the boy in the wilderness kind of thing. Okay, Connor, thank you. Okay. I tried to find Drew. I don't know where he is. He's my 2nd grader. He is 7 years old. I'm going to share what he's been reading. We got from the Good and the Beautiful library, Treehouse Town. Okay, you guys, cutest thing ever. So Treehouse Town comes with 2 different books. This is the first book. It's book 1. And it's a pretty, for a 2nd grader, at least my 2nd grader, is a pretty easy level. But Drew loves the story. So he got through book 1, and now he's on book 2. He's literally at the very end. What Drew does is he reads a chapter a day as part of his schoolwork, and he's really enjoyed Treehouse Town. And with Treehouse Town, the Treehouse Town game. Okay, this has been awesome. He plays this during Connor's cello lesson. He seriously loves this. It's awesome. So I would highly recommend Treehouse Town for, I mean, he could have read it in first grade, second grade, for any of those grades. I think he really enjoys it because it's not intimidating. The characters in the book are in the game, and he just has connected to the characters. So, so he's really enjoyed Treehouse Town. We're about to wrap that up, and then we'll have to find another book for him for November. So for Mackenzie, she is doing the Good and Beautiful book study. It is The Touch of Magic and The Story of My Life. Right now, she's starting with The Touch of Magic. So that's the book that she's reading. She's really enjoying it, and she is doing the lessons that go along with each chapter. I just love this. I think it's great. This is what I'm using for her language arts in 8th grade. So this will probably take her definitely longer than a month or two to finish. There are, 25 or there's 30 lessons? Yeah, there's 30 lessons, so it's going to take her a little bit to get through, but she's really enjoying it. So Mackenzie wanted to share some books that she is reading outside of her language arts. She actually started a book club in our area, a Good and Beautiful book club. She gathered up her friends and she gave them a book list, and show them what October was.
October, for the first book we're reading, it's Trini the Strawberry Girl.
Talk about it in my show.
And it's a really good book. It's pretty short and simple, and I absolutely loved it.
But it has such cute such amazing principles in here about kindness, about just being, the Trini is 12, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your friends have loved reading it,
yeah.
haven't they? There's also another book in here, and she's told her friends in her book club to read on if they wanted to. Of every end of the month of the book club, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have a party where we just have fun. We can dress up as the characters, talk about the book, have fun, Jeopardy games, and just have a fun time talking about the book.
For Trini, like strawberry dessert. So this was the October book. If you guys want to jump into her book club, just read along with her. This is going to be the November book for Mackenzie's Good and Beautiful book club. It's Lady Cake Farm, if you guys want to read along with Mackenzie. So that's November. Okay, so what else has she been reading?
I've also started reading The Yearling, which is an absolute, gorgeous book. It has such good description, and it's really high level.
But yeah, I'm reading this along with her. So this is like a mom and daughter thing, and we talk about it, and it's just really fun to have something reading together. Obviously read our scriptures on top of that. She's, Mackenzie always reading her scriptures. Thanks, Nene. For me, what am I reading? I'm reading the Beloved Emma. At General Conference, our prophet asked the women to read D&C, what the Lord told Emma, and that kind of inspired me to pull this book from my bookshelf. I've had it on my bookshelf, and to read it and to learn more about Emma and her life, and kind of give me more in-depth studies that way. For our Ancient Israel study for history, and we did the Ancient Israel study with the Good and the Beautiful. I read this aloud every single lunch. The kids loved it. Didn't you guys love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, can you just read one more chapter? It was awesome. It brought us into that time, and just a really heartwarming story about the gospel of Jesus Christ and loving your enemies, and that people can change, and just awesome. Brought a lot of light into our days. So I would recommend The Slave Boy in Judea. So that's what we're reading in our homeschool. I hope to do this every month like Candace, but Candace is way more on it than me. So if I miss a month, I'll just double up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you soon.